This conference will now be recorded.
Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is a follow-up tutorial from New Money Matrix, incorporated with Block Wall Street, and it's a follow-up to the previous DeFi strategy video that was honestly created under 24 hours ago. What I wanted to do was do a follow-up and explain a couple of things. Also look at the updates of the portfolio managers to see how they are reading what we have accomplished, or what was accomplished on the last video. So just as a recap, we started off with around $700 in capital, to which was supplied in the insta dapp application, used as collateral, which is receiving an interest rate net APY of 1.93%. And that is a collaboration of USDC as well as the AVAx currency, which you can see from yesterday's video has now, there we go. I wanted to claim, has now accumulated within the last, not even 12 hours, roughly about to be going on 12 hours, probably in the next 45 minutes. From the $700 that was originally deposited, not only are we gaining interest off it, we also utilized it as collateral and was able to borrow or issue debt against it, credit, debt, depending on how you want to look at it, all the same, in the amount of $350 USD, United States dollar coin. Now, with the $350 of United States dollar coin, it was distributed amongst a number of different applications, one being Synthetics Network, another one being Alpha Hamora, one being Benki. We also have the Radiant platform, as well as Pull Together. Now, if we take a look at the bank, which was one of the portfolio managers that we originally interacted with, we can see that it now has the readings from AVE, Pull Together, Synthetics, as well as Radiant Capital. And you can see the breakdown of the tokens that may be held in your wallet, the values, the balances, the price of said tokens, as well as the breakdown of the different protocols, your deposits, your borrowed amounts. This is where your rewards will start accumulating once they do get over a penny's worth of rewards. We deposited $50 in the Pull Together application, which is a lottery-like app, if you want to call it that. There we go. And we can see, let's see, what do we have? 6 hours and 26 minutes left of the 308th draw. Different prizes that can be won. This is from the 307, which unlocks in the next 6 hours and 40 minutes. The Radiant platform is on the Arbitrum network, which individuals, or I added on so that individuals could have the possibility of receiving an airdrop if the Arbitrum network was to go forward and do one. And we can already see, we've got a very, very, very small amount of deposits in here, under $150. And already we've received 0.14 RD&T rewards, or about a penny's worth. But you got to look at it like this: a penny's worth in interest within a 24-hour period, bank never, and I mean a decade, will you see a penny in interest within less than 24 hours in $100, less than $150 bank account. So just a couple of things to keep in mind here. So Radiant is one of the other networks, or one of the other platforms that is shown on the bank. Alpha Homura is not yet showing up. Try to connect real quick. There we go. Let's head over to, if I'm not mistaken, we are on Optimism with this one. Yep, there we go. And we can see our total position along with total debt. If we do have rewards, that will be popping up here. The Benki platform is another one that was utilized on the AVAx network, or Avalanche network, excuse me. And this is another one that is, as of right now, not showing up. Though in the days to come, I believe it will, as I have seen it on my portfolio manager before. So now remember, with this one, we were able to stake our AVAx, right? We were able to stake our AVAx, and by staking that AVAx, we were able to take the same amount that was staked, right? We were able to take the same amount that was staked and redeposit it into the insta platform, stabilizing it at the price of AVAx. Which, if we look at what the price of AVAx was, we'll just break it down to an hour, and we'll look what 1 hour, 2 hour, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So somewhere above $25, excuse me, in the last 12 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So what we stabilized is almost like putting in a net short position, and now we are in profit from that stabilization. So it's another positive thing. What else was it? What else did we look at? I think that was it. And now just following up with the different portfolio managers.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we're seeing our debt on over here. They're only showing synthetics on Zappify. On Zerion, it does show your pull together position, your synthetics position, with your initial deposit now is actually down right now, $12.93. Now, let me see. One thing that I did, and I wonder why. Let's see. Let's go to Quinta. Let's go to the correct network real quick, which is Optimism. And oh, okay, yeah, that's what it was. It was a $50 minimum. That's what it was. What an individual could have did though was came and shorted one of these assets. Let me see if they have the. They don't have the long and short tokens no more. I guess that's why they introduced the perk. They used to have synthetic long, synthetic short tokens for you to purchase. The commodities have been turned off as of now. Okay, so crypto and forex for now. Commodities are turned off, so no gold and no silver. But that was the other option, depending on how much capital you're playing with. If you do have more than 50, SUSD that you've been able to mint from the staking of the synthetics network tokens that you deposited, right? You will then be able to come and trade on the Quinta exchange or the futures market. Now, if we let's take a look. Okay, as of right now, time left 5 days, 4 hours, and 34 minutes. These are the liquidation rewards we've received so far, 0.002 SNX. Now, the reason that I like the SNX once again is the upside potential, and to understand that as price does drop, you are receiving these SNX tokens at a discounted price. So always keep that in mind as well. If an individual wanted to get out of these positions on Synthetics Network, you would have to burn the synthetic United States dollars that you have, and you would make sure that you have enough of the debt, which total debt right now is 1690. You have 1697, so you would pocket about 7 cents off of that. And you can customize a burn amount depending on how much you want to burn. If you want to just take a little bit out, or you could burn the whole amount by hitting the burn max. And if you just want to bring your collateralization ratio back to 400%, you can hit burn to 400% like so. Let's burn SUSD. So it's going to burn 48 cents to bring us back to 400%, just as an example. Right now we're at 388.69%. That is our C ratio, shown over here on the right-hand side, which is soon to get back to 400% once the burn goes through. On the Alpha Hamora platform, which I believe was on, okay, so it is on Avalanche. Is it on Avalanche? Or is it on Optimus? No, I believe we're on Optimism, in fact. Yes, there we go. We are on Optimism. And we do have a current position, as you can see here, a Uniswap version 3 USDC and DAI LP token. Debt ratio right now at 85%. The price range is USDC per DAI. Total value $115. The borrowed amount is $90, as we did open up a leverage liquidity pool token. Remember, Alpha Hamora allows you to leverage your liquidity pool tokens. You can come over here to manage. If you wanted to add any type of USDC or DAI, you could add there. If you wanted to harvest your rewards, you would harvest there. If you wanted to remove, partial, whatever the case may be, you can remove here depending on how much you want to take out. And if you just wanted to flat out close it, you would go here to close and hit the close position. On Benki, a little more, it would take a little more, though we would be in profit from the position taking a unstaking here, meaning that we would have to go back to AVE, withdraw the $50, trade the $50 in USDC for staked AVAx here, then withdraw that staked AVAx, right? And then come back over to Benki, go to unstake. There we go. There we go. And you would max out the amount of staked AVAx you have, and then it would allow you to withdraw the amount of AVAx that was originally staked. And what that would allow an individual to do, once again, remember it's a 15-day cooldown period with a 2-day redemption period, meaning if you don't redeem it in 2 days, you got to go back and unstake it again for 15 days. though the whole time you are still gaining the rewards that you will be getting. Um, Radiant, Radiant, with us doing the looping option, unless you have the capital to pay back the amount of DAI that you borrowed, you will have to manually pay this DAI down, meaning you'd have to withdraw, max out your amount of withdrawal, come over here, hit repay, max the amount of paid amount, go back, withdraw, withdraw the max withdrawal amount, come here, repay and pay the max pay repay amount that you have available in your wallet. So it would be a manual process if you do come over here and interact with this platform. Only if you do the looping option though. If you just do a straight deposit with no looping, without the looping process, you will not have to then go through the process of manually paying back in order to withdraw the original deposit. And with pull together, let's see, we should be on Optimism here now. There we go. There we go. So right now you do have the deposit and pull together, AVAx, Optimism, USDC, if I'm not mistaken, USDC token. An individual could go to withdraw, but withdrawing funds will decrease your chances to win the prize or win prizes. And then you can review the withdrawal and you can confirm the withdrawal. So that's another thing that I like about this savings prize giving platform, not called a lottery anymore, is that you can just get your money back for the lottery ticket that you purchased at any time. So once you were to make the withdrawal from each platform, an individual would come back. If you were in profit, because remember, a lot of the prices are down from some of the assets. So as of right now, an individual would not be able to pay the full amount of debt off. But remember, this is a long-term strategy. So always remember, do not use assets that or capital that you're going to need instant access to. Always use usable capital that, in my humble opinion, you will not need to touch for anywhere from maybe 6 months to a year or greater. And your outlook should be the next 5 to 10, 50 to 100 years when we look at how early we are in this space and how much growth that it has to go. But I think that's about it. Like I said, I wanted to come through, do a update, recap, explain the withdrawal procedures. Always remember you have to bridge everything back over as well. If you're coming from Optimism, if you're coming from Arbitrum, you would then have to use the hyphen bridge. And what you would do is on this side, you put Optimism, on this side, Avalanche, and it gives you the option of USDC and ETH. Or on this side, you would do Arbitrum, and this side, Avalanche, and it gives you the option of USDC and Ethereum. And once you bridge everything back over to Avalanche, you'd head over to Aave. You would deposit that USDC. You would pay back that USDC by setting the max amount. And then you would withdraw. Well, no, first, yes, you would withdraw first. That way you're able to claim the full amount of the tokens, right? And remember, this is being accumulated and compounded. Right now it's 419. If we refresh, 420. So you can see the amount of interest that it's gaining in real time right now. So once again, I hope and pray that this full tutorial is helpful for the viewers. And finding some type of direction when it comes to investing in this cryptocurrency space. Once again, this is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Always remember, risk of loss of capital within this space being so new is greater than the legacy system being, just putting it in a regular bank savings account, money market account in the traditional system. though I do believe that this is the evolution and the advancement of the monetary and banking system that we have right here at our fingertips. With that being said, I'm going to close this out. Until the next one, peace, power, and prosperity, family.